My lashes. Maybe I should even do that off camera. I think maybe I should do that off camera.
Right.
Because I'm not the best with lashes. You know, I'll say that. Hello lovelies, and welcome to my channel today. First of all, I'd like to say thank you for the couple of new subscribers that I've got. Thank you so much. It's really encouraging to have you all here today. I'm excited. I'm doing my first makeup video and I'm going to be recreating a look that I did on Sunday and I got so many compliments for. Now I don't wear makeup that often, which is probably why I haven't done a tutorial previous to now. However, occasionally I do get that question like, oh, what's done your face? It's done so well. I'm like, I'm blushing. I'm like, thank you, but I know that I just kind of just make it work. I just throw it together and it comes together nicely. So I'm hoping that this is going to help you if you're just, you know, interested in creating the kind of look that I created on Sunday. It's nothing particularly different to what you see on a day-to-day basis. I'll insert a picture here of what it looked like on Sunday. It might not be exactly the same. I'm just going to put that out there right now. And also, I'm going to issue a disclaimer. I am not a moi. I am not a makeup artist. I literally get my tools out only when I've got like an event or a party, I'm going out clubbing, or I'm going to church on Sundays. So that's when I get all my tools out and I go all out and I take my time creating the look that I want for the day. I'm going to try and make it really quick this time around so this won't be an unnecessarily long video. And we'll have a bit of a chit chat as we go along as well. So let's get started. Right, so starting on a bare face. Always good to make sure that you're standing on a freshly cleansed face. My skin is really sensitive, so I find that if I wait too long, my skin just doesn't do well. I tend to just carry on, get my face nicely cleansed. Right now, I've just started using this Earl cleanse and polish, and I find that it's been really good. Anyway, I don't use a primer because I haven't found one that works, because as I just said, my face is slightly sensitive. So you might want to use a primer because, you know, it does help to keep off the oil and all that. I'm going to start with my eyebrows, and I use a primer, a base that is used for your eyelids. I use it on my eyebrows because it helps my eyebrows stay nicely, and then I use a pencil which is also waterproof, and then I conceal it. So I'm going to be going in with the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. That's what I use for my eyebrows. So as I said, it's a base for your eyelids, so I just go all over because it does create a matte finish for, you know, when you're putting your shadow on, and it helps it stay on nicely through the day, I have found. So when I do my makeup on Sundays, it stays on all day. It's an all day affair. It might start to get a little bit glossy around that bit. Again, I don't use a primer when it gets to about 4 p.m. but bear in mind, on Sundays I'm an early riser because I serve in church, so my makeup does a good, by 5 o'clock we're saying it's been on a good, you know, 7 hours, if not that. So yeah, I am just brushing my eyebrows now. They are quite full and needing threading. So I've finally gotten the eyebrows to align. I just picked this up from Boots. It's called the Exaggerate Waterproof Eye Definer. I use it on my eyebrows. Now I'm going in with my concealer. Okay, so for me, the longest part of my makeup routine is done now. I spend quite a bit of time on my eyebrows, perhaps not necessary. It's especially longer when my eyebrows are in need of threading. But I find that when that is done, the rest of my face is relatively quicker to get sorted with. I don't know if it's the same for you as well. Comment below and tell me, do you take as long as on your eyebrows as I've just done? It takes forever. Anyway, I'm going in with my foundation now. I've had this foundation for years. It's the NARS Luminous Weightless Foundation. I'm using the shade in the New Orleans. I don't know if you can see it. I've had it forever. Yeah, so I'm gonna go in with that and do a full face cover. Okay, so whilst I'm getting my face all nicely laid, do you know, I've gotten this question of why have I named my YouTube channel Motley's Cruz? I've had it a few times verbally from friends and family, because as you know, when you're a small-time YouTube channel, most of the time the people that watch you are people that you see often, and they've asked this question that, why have you gone with Motley Cruz? Why is that? Well, okay, a bit of background. I've had tons of nicknames in the past. Tons. I have Omoti, Multivite, all kinds. I even had something called Tushne that my brothers used to use to terrorize me when I was so little. It used to make me cry. I have no idea why. But I've literally run bawling to my dad, oh, they called me Tushne again. And they will be there in stitches, having the time of their lives, my brothers. Well, I'm the baby of the house. I've got 2 brothers and a sister. I'm so blessed. They're like, oh, they're so amazing, so caring, so loving, so full of wisdom. And they encourage me in everything that I do. And anyway, so yeah, let me get back on course. I'm losing you guys. So in uni, when I was in uni back home in Nigeria, I had a friend that used to call me Motley's Cruz. It's a band, it's actually a rock band. And she just used to call me Motley Cruz just because my name was Omotunde, and of course a part of it says Mott. And then I was thinking about my YouTube channel, because I was thinking I'm going to be doing journeys, travels, lifestyle, sharing, you know, myself and my husband, what we do on a day-to-day basis, inspiration and all that. I thought I would call it Motley's Cruise because it's my cruise through life. You get it? So Motley's Cruise through life. So that's why I've called it Motley's Cruise. I bet y'all have to say this a few more times over. But anyways, for those who asked, anyway, that's the answer to your question. That's why I called it Motley's Cruz. Better get on with this makeup now, because otherwise this will be an extremely long video. Now I'm gonna go in with I'm gonna start with the highlight. I'm gonna be using the same concealer I use for under my eyebrows. I'm going to do that, you know, in all normal positions, or places where it would normally. Also, I go over my lips with the foundation anyway. just to give me a blank canvas to work with. Make sure you get to the hairline with the foundation, otherwise you look a little bit funny. So now I'm gonna go in highlighting. I normally just do under my eyes, as everyone does. Take it a bit close to my nose actually. I found that gives me a better chiseled look when I contour. So I've done my highlights. I do look a bit pasty now. That's because I've not defined my face. I haven't done the contour, which is coming up next. The secret to makeup, as we know, and as you've heard in every single makeup tutorial we've watched, is blend, blend, blend. The more you blend, the more the face comes together. So that's why I spent a bit of time making sure that the highlighting blended in nicely. Now I'm going to contour, and I use a MAC palette. It's an old one of the older ones. It's called Burgundy ×9, and what I normally use for my contour is the middle one, that one right there, here, that one in the middle, and it's the one that is darkest that can accentuate the bits that I need them to. So with contour, you can use an eyeshadow, foundation stick. You just need something darker than what your normal shade would be, because what you're trying to do is to create that chiseled look which will come with shadows. You need to figure out which part of your face you want to angulate and create. Here is where I want to create my cheekbones. It will differ. I found that initially when I used to work makeup tutorials and I go with what people say, it hasn't worked too well for me. So you would have to figure out which part of your face would flatter, you know, when you want to create the chiseled look. And for me, it's right there and just there with the nose. Thankfully, God has done a great job with my noses already, so I don't need to do too much. But you know, just to kind of slim it down a little, right down there. And oh, sugar. I've got a little funny cute tip in my nose there that I like to accentuate. I mean, allow me to thank God for the little bits that I like on my body. I accentuate my cupid's bow a bit as well. I found that I like that. And just underneath as well, it makes your lips look fuller. Okay, last and final bit is just to give yourself a bit of a jawline. If you're a full chick like me, I've got big, nice, big cheeks. Trick here again is to blend. Spend time blending, otherwise you will look like a masquerade. Okay, so I'm done contouring. Essentially, you're drawing a 3 around your sides of your face, your nose, your cupid's bow, just to give you a bit of depth, and there. If I think I've done the job that I've done, it should be nicely blended in now. Next in is your setting powder. This is when you kind of set all the concealer that you put in around your eyes and under your cheekbones. I'm using Stila Hydrating Finishing Powder, if this will focus and you can see it. It's one of the older ones. I've had it for a while, to be honest. I do need to touch up my makeup collection. So now we're gonna put some colors on the cheek, and we're gonna do the colors on the eye and the lips, and that's the finished look. Right, so to start off with creating the colors, I'm gonna be working on my eyes. I've gone in with the same palette that I used for my contour. I've gone in with the Poppy Seed in the Burgundy ×9. This color right here, it's always worked for me, that one right there. So I've just gone in with that one just to give us a kind of plain base to start with. And now I'm going to go in, because I'm creating a bit of a smoky effect, so I'm gonna have a smoky black shadow. And then I'm gonna be going in with Moonlight from Body Shop, and this color right here from Kiko that just has the number 21 on the back of it. It's the High Pigment Wet and Dry Eyeshadow. This one's called Ombretto. Anyways, so what I've done to finish off the look of my eyes is to tame, because after I've gone in with the black and the red, I blended it together as much as possible so there's no clear line defining. And then I go in with Body Shop Cocoa Deluxe. It's just a bit of like a bronzy kind of look. So that's what it looks like, and that's pretty much my eyes done. Now I'm going to do my wing liner. I'm going to put my lashes on, and after that I'll put some color in my cheeks, some color on my lips, and that's me done. So, wing liner done. And now the lashes. So with the lashes, I'm going in with Starlet from House of Lashes. The exact same lashes I wore on Sunday. And I dare say I do not have a technique for putting my lashes in like everyone. I might have to do that off camera. Literally what I do is look down, place it on. There's no technique. I might just braid it and put it on for you guys in my next video. So I finally got the lashes on. That was a challenge, guys. I don't know, I've always struggled with this. One of the reasons why I don't go all out with lashes all the time. So what I'm just doing now is just retouching a bit of the makeup that I've done earlier, just to kind of bring it alive a bit. And now I'm going in with some color on my cheeks. So we're going in with MAC Fever, that one. So this is what gives your face a bit more definition now, and again, brush through. So with the blusher, I tend to be a bit bold with it, because when I'm done, I sweep over my face with a cover powder, and that tends to take a bit of it off. Put a bit of blush on my nose as well to give me some definition. Now for the exciting part of every makeup, the glow. I love it. I don't go to Bold and Glow, but again, remember, it does come up looking a bit vibrant at first, but I do a bit of a sweep over with a cover powder at the end of all my makeup. So I just on these three. Oh, by the way, this is Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's that glow. This follows the same trace as your makeup and your contour. Now I'm going in with my lip color. I've had this for I think about 1.5 years, and it's almost all gone, and it's the Retro Matte in High Drama from MAC, and I like it. It's really bold and it comes on quite nicely. It lasts the whole day as well. I find with that I literally do not need to line my lips with that lip gloss at all. Last and final, as I said to you, here comes the cover powder, which kind of brings it all together. It's Bobbi Brown. It's a loose powder, or pressed anyway. And that's the final look. I'm all done. So that's it, my face all done. This is the exact same look I wore on Sunday 2 days ago. And if you want to recreate this look and you're not wanting to go that bold on the lips, you can actually go neutral because your eyes are a bit bold as well anyway. Thank you guys for watching my first makeup video. I'll see you soon. Bye.